here. Hi, I'm Marla Fay, and if you've been around for a while, then it's good to see you again. Today is one of those rainy days. It has been thundering and lightning an absurd amount, so I thought what better than to get all cozy and just kind of have a chit chat with you guys.
Let's have a chit chat.
Because there has been a lot of stuff that has happened and a ton of stuff that has changed in my life, and I feel like I owe it to you guys to just give you a big ol' update. So I'm answering questions about what the heckaroony is going on in my life. Okay, so I put up on my Instagram story a Q&A basically asking what you guys wanted to know. So jumping right into it, what do you do and how do you make money? So I feel like the most basic, most simple way to explain what I do is I'm an influencer and I do social media. But in reality, I'm much more than that. I'm an adventurer, I'm a traveler, I'm a storyteller, I'm an adrenaline junkie, I guess you could say.
Bruh.
I'm a creative, and as much as I love being in front of the camera, I absolutely love being behind the camera. I'm able to make money by doing this. The way I make money is companies will hire me to promote their product. That is my main source of income, but I have been investing for years. But yeah, main source of income, social media. And that's what I do. Moving on. Do you consider what you do work? Yes and no. It definitely does feel like work from time to time because there are the deadlines and there's a lot of pressure not only from the companies that you're working with to get things in on time, but there's also pressure from just everyone on social media. But I'm also my own videographer, I'm my own editor. Since I am technically my own boss, I'm also on my own ass about getting shit done. And when I don't get stuff done, sometimes I'm really hard on myself, and then sometimes I get things done and I feel great. So it's a lot of work, but it's also a lot of mental work, if that makes sense. What are some of the coolest and best experiences you've had because of what you do? The number one thing, above all else, are the people I've met and the friends that I've made. I don't think I would have ever had the opportunity to meet if it weren't for being a part of social media. But I mean, beyond that, it's just so many different things, like going to Formula One with Red Bull, working alongside on stage with some of the best musicians in the world, and the impact that I've had on people, the messages that I get from people telling me how something I said or something I did changed the way they looked at life, or maybe even saved their life. And I just always think that is so like touching, to be able to know that me just being vulnerable and real and myself can help so many people. I honestly think that might be one of the coolest things about what I do. It comes with a lot of ups and downs, there's no doubt, but the ups are just incredible, and I'm very thankful for you guys because it wouldn't be possible without you. What happened to your TikTok? My old TikTok got deleted. Basically, I have no idea. TikTok said I was violating community guidelines. I went through everything. I wasn't in the slightest, and they gave me my account back because they realized there was a mistake, and then all of a sudden it went away forever. So I did make a new TikTok, if you guys want to check that out. Which leads me into my next question. What are your honest thoughts on social media? I think social media is a blessing and a curse. I obviously love it because it has given me all the opportunities to get me to where I am now. I think it's a great way to connect with the world, with your friends, your family. I feel like you can learn so much through social media, but at the same time, I feel like it can have a huge effect on your mental health, especially for young girls. The thing with social media is people want to show the most perfect parts of their lives, and a lot of people don't like showing the sad days or the hardships or the vulnerabilities and insecurities. So when you're looking at someone's social media, you're just like, oh my god, wow. So I feel like the biggest thing for you guys is just to remember that not everything you see online is always what reality is. The world keeps spinning, people's lives go on. I think we all have to realize that we live in a real world, and it goes far beyond a few little apps on our phone. Sun still sets and it still rises too. So, all right, moving on. Do you have anything exciting coming up, and what are your summer plans? Ooh, I do. I have a lot of fun and exciting things happening. I'm going to London. I'm going to Portugal. I think I might be going to Bali. I'm going over to Asia with my brother. We're going there for a yearly trip this year. Asia's not fully locked in yet, but something fun will happen. I know it will. I am trying to finish checking off my states so I can make it to 50. And then there's a few other things that are in the works, but not fully set up yet. So long story short, yes, I have a lot of fun and exciting things coming up. So make sure to follow me on all my social media platforms if you want to follow along. Are you in school? A quote my brother told me a really, really long time ago is hold on to school until school holds you back. And basically what that means is like, go to school, get that education, have school help you figure out what you want to do in your life. But the second that school kind of starts to hold you back from doing what you're doing, then that's when you kind of let it go. At this point in my life, doing school and work and travel and friends, it's almost as if school is holding me back a little bit, so that's why I am taking that break right now. But I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I take a few classes again in a few months or years. But currently, no, I'm not in school. So, do you live with your parents or do you live on your own? If you guys did not know this, I actually bought a house with my brother back in September of 2022, and it has been one of the most amazing, hectic, stressful, beautiful, interesting projects I've been a part of. I have not showed you guys yet what this house is and the cute little home that we've made it, but I will be coming out with a home renovation video sometime in the future. There's still a few more things I want to do around the house, so I don't live with my parents. I have my own humble abode. South Florida is always going to be home to me. I definitely see myself spending months at a time in different places around the world, but living home, definitely going to be South Florida. I love it here, and I have nothing but good things to say. I mean, there's a few bad things, but the good far outseeds the bad. Stay positive. Do you have a boyfriend? I sure do. Lovely boyfriend. His name is Noah Flegel. You guys may or may not have seen him pop in and out of my videos. One of the other main questions I was getting a lot is how did we meet? I will make a very long story short, and maybe I'll do a longer video on this in the future, but basically the whole gist of it was Noah is my older brother's best friend. Sorry, Meredith. And it's funny because both Noah and I spent our winters out in Hawaii individually, which was nice because we both had that in common already. And I mean, I've known him since I was like 5. But a year ago, he asked me if I wanted to rent a house with him. And that is exactly what we did. We started off as roommates. And if you watch my Hawaii house tour / meet my roommates video, you can see that was like right when the relationship started to blossom.
See you next week.
But yeah, we started off as friends because of my brother, and then roommates, and then now we have been dating for a little while. But I can get more into that in the future. Someone asked if we did long distance. No. We do like medium to short distance. We both have our own place. I have my own home and so does he. We live like an hour apart. So during like the summer season, we just have like that short little commute. And then, I mean, in Hawaii, we're together. So that's very, very nice. Only long distance if the traffic's bad. Which leads me into my next question. Do you guys have any fun plans, and are you moving back to Hawaii? We do have a lot of fun plans. A lot of the summer plans that I mentioned earlier in the video, like Europe, I'm actually traveling with Noah. If you didn't know, he's a waterman. He competitively does water sports. So a few of his competitions are over in Europe, which is convenient because I also have work to do and we're able to kind of do that together. So we do have a lot of fun stuff planned. And once summer is over and winter begins, I am going back to Hawaii in November. We actually just found our place, which is gonna be fun, and I'm so excited to bring you guys along. You obviously know that I love Hawaii. What makes makes you happy and what is your passion project? I mean, a ton of things make me happy, but I feel like happiness has to do with purpose. I feel like you can't be happy without a purpose, and that purpose could be quite literally anything. It could be a purpose for your life or even just a purpose for the day that you're living in. And another thing, I guess, is having a passion project. So that kind of goes alongside with purpose, but they can be two different things. And for me, currently, my current passion project is I'm training to become a certified yoga instructor. And I just started this like 2 or 3 weeks ago and I absolutely love it. Your passion could be making bracelets for your friends, and the purpose of that is bringing everyone together, connecting everyone. If that makes sense. I mean, it makes sense to me. I don't know if I'm adequately wording it correctly.
You're just a college dropout influencer.
I'm just a college dropout influencer. So, I mean, don't listen to me, but I feel like I'm a pretty happy person, so I'm doing something right. I don't know. Meow. What angers you, pet peeves, or stresses you out? A lot of things. I'm very ADHD, so sometimes getting things done for me is hard. And then I get really annoyed at myself for not getting things done sooner. And that really stresses me out. Just sometimes the way my mind works when it comes to getting work done. It really peeves me when people are on their phones an excessive amount, and my brother's looking at me like I'm insane because I do this too. See, the thing is, I'm a hypocrite. People that chew with their mouths open, parents looking at me like I'm insane. Oh, dry hands and feet are disgusting. If I feel my hands and they're like, you know, like when you get out of salt water and your hands are all dry, or like someone else's hands are dry and they touch my skin, or it grosses me out. Like lotion, nasty. Oh my God, when people eat my snacks, oh my God, and my leftovers, like, I'm sorry, I'm getting way too passionate about it. Yes, a lot of that does feed into the next question, and that is, what do you do on days that you don't feel yourself, or like days that you're not feeling too good, days that you're not happy? What do you do? One thing you need to realize is the one and only thing that you can control in this entire world is how you decide to react to something. And sometimes it's very hard to control how you react to things, but it's the one thing you actually can decide for yourself. On the days that it's really hard for me, or I'm not feeling my best self, and it's hard to control my reaction, I always look back at a time in my life where I thought things were falling apart and I thought that I wasn't going to be able to figure it out. And I kind of zoom out from that moment in my life and I look at the big picture, and I realize that even with as much as I was going through and as much as I was dealing with, I was okay in the end. And take the day to yourself and relax, whether it's a self-care day, spa day, you lay in bed, maybe you go for a walk, you work out, whatever it is that brings you little amounts of joy, do those things. And I actually made a video maybe like 2 years ago or like a year and a half ago about like 10 tips to being happy. So I think a lot of those things that I say in that video help answer the question as to like, what do I do on days that I don't feel that good? And last, but certainly not least, is what advice would you give to your younger self? So if I saw little 14-year-old Marla standing in front of me, I would tell her to buckle up. Definitely tell her to buckle up, but more importantly, I would just remind her that she has friends and family to lean on. And I will say, I do think that sometimes I bottle things up inside. So I would just tell little 14-year-old Marla to speak what's on her mind, be with her friends, be with her family, cherish those moments with your friends and family, and never, ever, ever, ever stop yourself from doing what you love because of the fear of what other people are going to think. Because no matter what you do, no matter who you are, where you're going, what you're wearing, people are always going to have their opinions of you. Doesn't matter how close they are to you or how little they know you. People are always going to have their opinions. And if you go and live your life doing things based on what you want other people to think of you, you're not being true to yourself. But if you go forward in your life and you do things just because you love them without the fear of like other people's opinions, the people who truly care for you and truly believe in you and are your true friends, they will stick by you. And if they're people that don't stick around, stuff like that hurts. But in the long run, if you're truly yourself and someone doesn't stick around, then at least you know going forward, the people around you are the real ones. But I'm still learning, I'm still growing, and so are we, so are you. So is everyone. I'm really sleepy now. I don't know if you guys have been able to hear the rain and the thunder, but it's like putting me to bed right now, and I'm also really comfortable. That is a life update for you guys. If there's anything at all that you guys want me to talk about more, whether it's the house or Noah or more future plans with travel, more things you want to see, if you guys want to see more vlogs, let me know. Put it down in the comment section. And yeah, we're gonna have a fun summer, we're gonna have a fun year, we're gonna have a fun life, and we're doing it together. Peace, love, and blessings. Bye guys. What?